Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of What Was, or in this case, Who Was Better. Now last time I talked about the Awakening saga pilot movie for Gargoyles and comparing it to see what was better against the Doomsday Project saga Sonic SatAM. Well today, I'm going to do something a little bit different. It's basically going to be a Who's comparison. It's going to be a comparison of who was better between Hanna-Barbera's Cindy Bear from the Yogi Bear franchise and one of Disney's rarely known characters, well, is very well known characters I should say, but rarely used, Fawn from Bonkers, Disney's Bonkers. Now I know what you're thinking if you're an animation buff. You're thinking, Brian, there is no comparison. Cindy is better because she's done a lot more. And that is true. I mean, when you compare her to Fawn in some ways, in appearance-wise, you know, she has appeared in a lot more things. I mean, you take a look at the fact that she appeared in the original Yogi Bear show in her original design of blue. You know, a blue fur. Yeah, she had blue fur, believe it or not, and a hat and all that. And she appeared in 2 shorts and in the finale. Yeah, I get that. And I know you're also thinking, well, Brian, she also starred in the first feature-length film, and she was one of the primary plot points. You know, her being rescued. Yeah, I get that too. I understand that, and I also understand that later on when they did Yogi's Gang, she appeared in 1 or 2 episodes there. I understand when they did Laugh Olympics, she was part of Yogi Yahoo's team. She appeared in like 4 episodes where she was a competitor. Actually, 5 if you consider maybe. 5 or 6 if you consider the 2 cameos she made just as part of the team. But I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. You know, she appeared in 4 episodes of Laugh Olympics where she was doing the golf tournament, the Get Your Man contest, the rafting tournament, the bull, well actually, okay, the bull thing as well. She was doing a racing deal, I believe. I gotta look that back. So so basically I understand. She was like, when it came to Laugh Olympics, Cindy was in Canadian golf, Get Your Man contest, rafting with Wally Gator, bullfighting, and whatever that other thing was, that camel thing or whatever she was racing on, as well as she appeared as a mermaid for the Atlantic competition, the Rescue Mermaid contest. So yeah, I admit she appeared in basically 6 episodes and basically 6 events of those 6 episodes where she was featured prominently, as well as, like I said, the 2 cameo appearances as part of the team. So I get what you're saying. I get what you're also saying, and I know you're also going to point out, well, Brian, she also appeared in the Christmas movie, the 1980 television Christmas movie of Yogi Bear, Yogi's First Christmas. I get that. I also get that she appeared in Yogi's Treasure Hunt in an episode To Be or Not to Be. I get that she appeared in the new Yogi Bear show, several episodes there. And I also get that she appeared in Yogi and the Invasion of Space Bears, part of the Hanna-Barbera Superstar 10 series, as well as I know she appeared as a teenage version of herself in Yo Yogi, as well as made a cameo appearance in the Hanna-Barbera adult parody cartoon, Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law. I get all that. I get all that. I mean, I understand when it comes to appearance-wise, she blows Fawn out of the water. But the thing is, just like with Fawn, she had potential to be used even more. I mean, let's take a look at that right there, the potential. The potential with both characters, like I said, is they could have been used more. They could have done more with the characters. Cindy could have appeared more in more Laugh Olympic events. We all know that. She could have appeared she could have made an appearance in more episodes of Yogi's Gang, in Yogi's Treasure Hunt. She could have appeared more She could actually have made an appearance in the 2 previous Yogi Bear Superstar 10 movies before Invasion of the Space Bears. She could have appeared along with Yogi and Boo Boo in The Good, the Bad, and Huckleberry Hound. She could have done all that. There's no doubt about it. She could have appeared in a lot more episodes. I mean, yeah, she had her share of episodes in the new Yogi Bear show, but like I said, she could have appeared in more of those. The point is, they could have done a lot more with her than just what I mentioned, which obviously is a lot more than Fawn's. But when you take a look at Fawn, she had potential too. You know, yeah, she appeared in a majority of the He's Bonkers shorts. There's no doubt about it. She appeared in the first one, which was shown theatrically. That's one advantage she does have over Cindy. Let's say that. Fawn has one thing over Cindy. That her debut officially was not on television like Cindy's was. It was theatrically in a featurette. So she has that over her. And yeah, she appeared in a lot of the featurettes. She appeared in Pedal to the Metal. She appeared in Spatula Party. She appeared in Space, Ski Patrol, Quest for Firewood, and the list goes on. Gobble Gobble Bonkers. And again, the list just goes on. So I understand, and appearance-wise, Cindy has more than Fawn does when it comes to that. But let's not also forget, Fawn also appeared as a bit of somewhat of a co-host, if you will, not much, when Bonkers did his hosting, when Bonkers had his turn at hosting Raw Tunage. Alright? But then let's take a look at the show Bonkers. Fawn was basically among Bonkers' friends that was kidnapped in the pilot episode by the Collector villain. But the way I look at it, this is what's always bugged me. She was the last one to be captured. If they felt like it, they could have had a look up and run real quickly right next to Bonkers so she wouldn't be caught. I mean, the potential they could have used for her to be like the other Toon Cop would have been tremendous. I mean, here's somebody that, when you think about it, could help keep Bonkers in line, keep his, keep his antics down a little bit. But, they didn't capitalize on that. And it was potential. They had potential there. They had a lot of potential. And, to go with the character. There was no doubt about it. I mean, you read some fan fiction. Like, you go to a website. It's bonkersonline.net, I think. And they got a fan fiction site. And one of the primary stories is Bonkers 1999. And it is just a tremendous read. And she's more involved in that than she's ever been in any of the cartoons. And like I said, she could have easily had that potential to do more. Disney had, this character was so full of potential. She could have done just as much as Cindy. There's no doubt about it. And believe it or not, she's actually the only one that actually speaks more than the other co-characters in the pilot than they do. I mean, Bonkers, is the primary character, so he talks a lot, but you get the idea. And what's even more funny is she made more appearances, cameo-wise, in the Lucky episodes than any of the other characters. And that was potential there that could have been used for her as a cop if they wanted to go in that direction. Because I already see, like I said, with her being the last one captured, if they would have allowed her to look up, run off, and try to stay close to Bonkers to where she wouldn't get captured and probably be a cop, that would have had a lot more potential. But and again, like I said, she has cameos. She had a cameo in the episode Color Me Pakel, I think that's what it was. She had a cameo with a back in a cage, or just standing in a cage with other tunes in Tune for Really Warm or something like that. I think that was the episode. She had all these potentials. And then when they brought her back for New Partners on the Block, she was the first one to speak among grumbles and jitters. So what does that tell you? That tells me Disney could have done a lot more with her. And then when you take a look at the Miranda episodes, they could have done a heck of a lot more with her there. I think originally, in the original plan for the Miranda episodes, which were originally supposed to be the entire premise of the series, it wasn't all Lucky. It was supposed to be all Miranda and Bonkers. I think Fawn would have played a more prominent role. And she could have had more prominent roles, if you will, throughout the series. We could have probably learned if she lived in the same apartment complex as Bonkers did. But we never did. But obviously we had an idea that she did because Grumbles and Jitters lived in the same vicinity too. Go figure. But anyway, the point is, just like with Cindy, there was a lot of potential that could have been done with the character. So, who was better? Who is better? Who was and is better? Well, appearance-wise, there's no doubt that Cindy blows the competition out of the water. But potential-wise, they both had an opportunity to have done more. That potentially, more could have been done with the characters. I mean, you look at Tune with No Name when Bonkers flashes back. They could have had her have more of a role than just being part of the flashbacks. Fistful of Ambles. They could have done a lot more with her there than just having her be a waitress, in a saloon. You get what I'm saying? Casa Bonkers. Same thing. And the list could go on for maybe those episodes that got turned away that originally were going to be part of the series. But potentially, there was a lot more they could have done. They could have done a Christmas episode with her, with the Miranda episodes, with her as one of the focal points. Maybe her and Bonkers and their friends going up to help Santa or something. I don't know. But they potentially had a lot they could have done with the character. And the same, like I said, with Cindy. Hanna-Barbera could have done more with Cindy Bear's character. Like I said, they could have put her on more Laugh Olympic events. They could have had her appear in more episodes of Yogi's Game, Yogi's Treasure Hunt. More, had her appear in, had her at least appear or be involved in somewhat in the Yogi's Great Escape, in Yogi and the Magical Flight of the Spruce Goose. You could have had her in a lot more of the new Yogi Bear cartoon, new Yogi Bear Show cartoons, which she probably was in. And again, the list goes on. You could have had her as part of the Christmas caper or the All-Star Christmas special, Yogi Bear All-Star Christmas caper special, 2 years after the movie. The point is, what I'm saying is, Hanna-Barbera could have done a lot more with her, and I think everybody watching this video knows that. Same thing with Disney. Disney could have done a lot bit more with the Fawn character in the Bonkers show, and potentially could have done it with those episodes that got trashed, those episodes that did not survive, had they not just said, you know what, just limit her to certain appearances and whatever. So, but to me, again, I think they could have done a lot more, and there was potential to do a lot more. So, give me your thoughts, your video response down below. Tell me what you guys think. Do you think they could have done a lot more potentially with these characters on both sides, Hanna-Barbera and Disney? Let me know down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to you all later.